My name's Andrew Besser, and my topic is why face masks should be worn by the general public during the COVID-19 pandemic. To start with my introduction, COVID-19 is an infectious disease that is causing widespread panic throughout the entirety of the world. During these times of uncertainty, it is important to take all preventive measures to not only slow the spread of the virus, but also protect yourself and others around you. The COVID-19 task force run by the Center for Disease Control suggests that PPE, personal protective equipment, such as face masks and gloves, should be worn by everyone to slow the transmission of the virus. The infection rate and speed at which the virus spreads varies among certain populations and demographics, and while certain individuals face a higher risk, it is important that all people are educated in how to use PPE, personal protective equipment, to ultimately bring us back to our sense of normality. The discussion around the use of face masks and other personal protective equipment is one deemed highly controversial by many, but as the severity and speed at which the virus spreads, the guidelines and suggestions made by the CDC constantly evolve. I'm going to transition into the problem. The problem is the controversy surrounding face masks and the individuals who should be wearing them and those that shouldn't is an unhealthy stigma flowing around, causing widespread miscommunication and disagreement. This was caused by the change in recommendation by the CDC, in which they originally told the general public that face masks would not help them. Now they are recommending that everyone should be wearing them, causing even more confusion in the process. The last thing we need is more miscommunication and things to disagree on during this ongoing pandemic. People need stability and be able to know who they can trust. The impacts of such miscommunication caused by the CDC is the health of the entire world being at risk due to the constant back and forth nature of various discussions. Using myself as an example, I've received backlash for my decision to utilize a face mask in protecting myself and others at work. Originally, at the beginning of this pandemic, I was not in the majority in using the protective equipment available to me. I took it as a joke like everyone else, not realizing the possible repercussions of my actions, including my ignorance in the matter. Now I take all safety measures to keep those around me safe, as well as myself, by utilizing all available resources around me. So to start off, N95 is the proper face mask everyone should be wearing, but given the current shortage, use what's available to you for the protection of those around you. Face masks help keep in as well as keep out droplets released through talking, sneezing, and coughing. To put on a face mask, first clean your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, as recommended by the CDC. When you remove the mask from its container, always check for signs of wear and tear. Always follow the instructions included with the mask, because each mask has different instructions for how to put it on, how to clean it, how to put it in the trash or wherever you dispose of it, somewhere safe, of course. Try not to touch the outside of the mask, because that's where the virus is going to be, of all places. To dispose of a mask, make sure that it is a disposable mask and not a reusable one. So you can, if it's a reusable one, you can constantly use that same one if you're cleaning it right with like sanitizer or the right cleaning equipment. It'll be cited as reusable or disposable on the package as well. Another sign to dispose of a mask is if it becomes moist or if it starts to change color, like change black on the outside. At the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, the general public should have been taught this, not told they were incapable of doing so. In the final analysis of why face masks should be worn by everyone to help stop the spread of COVID-19, I will review why this pertains to you. At the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, the CDC chose to spread false information to prevent the shortage of the N95 mask, creating a problem in which an unhealthy stigma was created. This stigma caused unhealthy mixed communication on whether face masks were beneficial to others and yourself. Safety or risk is a problem as well. I personally think masks are highly safe if you use them correctly, as guided by the CDC. The impact this has on the entire world, not just the United States, of course, is an unneeded panic in an already stressful time. I myself have received criticism on wearing my mask in the workplace at first, but now it's a requirement. The CDC has gone back on what they said originally by creating a solution. The solution is increasing the production of face masks and teaching the general public on how to wear them properly and safely. So why should you wear a face mask? Because it's the right thing to do.